What do you do when you're through? When you're always helping people and nobody is there for you?
Tyler Perry tired of helping everybody. This is the last time and the last dime. He ain't doing it no more. But this time, he plan on going all out. He gonna get justice for Nolan, then he gonna go somewhere and mind his own business. When they found him, he wasn't on no land. He was surrounded by nothing but water, like a whale. I understand Tyler Perry want to get this young man some justice, but what do they need all this money for? All they got to investigate is his phone. What, he had a BlackBerry or something? Why it's gonna cost all this money to investigate a situation to where everybody know it was some foul play involved? And why Tyler Perry gotta pay? The rumor is Al Sharpton got him by the balls. Tyler been getting in a whole lot of trouble lately, a whole lot of allegations, racial discrimination. You ain't seen a brother or a sister try to sue Tyler Perry yet. And Al Sharpton got a remedy to get people out of these type of situations, but it's looking like it's gonna cost Tyler Perry millions in the form of a Nolan Wells investigation.
I just got a text, Christine and Elmer, you know that Tyler Perry said he would pay for the funeral. He must be watching because he said, I'm gonna match you and put up $50,000 more. So we putting up $100,000 for anybody that'll come forward. We just want the truth, that's all. We just want the truth.
$125,000 for a snitch jacket? That's better than having one of them championship Knicks jackets. I'd take one of them. If I knew the information, I'd tell on everybody involved. And somebody gonna tell it. Cause Ben Crump let everybody know that Nolan's life mattered.
Nolan's life mattered. Nolan's life mattered. Because if something this tragic could happen to their son, it can happen to your children. So we all have to stand up together and say we're fighting for justice for Nolan Wells because he is our son too. And they want us to be quiet. Reverend Al, Reverend Holmes, they want us, Crump, won't y'all just go ahead and, we already told you it was no foul play. What do you keep making so much noise? Well, until we get answers, until we get to truth, until we get to justice, we're going to stand up and we're going to keep ringing the justice bells for Nolan Wells. We're going to ring the justice bells for Nolan Wells here in Mississippi. We're going to ring the justice bells for Nolan Wells in the United States of America. We're going to ring the justice bells for Nolan Wells all over the world because Nolan life mattered. Nolan's 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 life mattered. The crowds are going to go away. The government investigation going to go away. And they're going to feel so alone. as if nobody cared, that nobody felt that Nolan's life mattered. So I want you to stand to your feet and let them know that Nolan's life matters. 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 Nolan's life matters.
Let me say to Christine and Elmo, before we do the prayer of committal and escort the family out, I just got a text, Christine and Elmo, you know that Tyler Perry said he would pay for the funeral. He must be watching because he said, I'm going to match you and put up $50,000 more. So we putting up $100,000 for anybody that'll come forward. We just want the truth, that's all. We just want the truth. And we want to thank Tyler Perry. He must have been watching. We want to thank Colin Kaepernick, who paid for Colin Kaepernick, a real giant in our community that shouldn't be disrespected by anybody. But I'll leave that for when I get back to Harlem. But thank you, Colin, for what he did for this family.
Nolan life matters. Nolan life matters. Nolan life matters. Nolan life matters. Nolan's life matter. Nolan life matter. Not only do Nolan's life matter, somebody going to jail. The rumor is the female he was dealing with, her father is a police officer, and he was also on the boat.
Sam here, and people are saying, I don't know if there's an internet rumor or if there's any truth to this, but people are saying that Katie McCormick's cousin is on the run. Now, there's videos going around where people have allegedly seen in one of the videos where they think you can see Nolan on the back of a boat that appears to say Lil Daddy or Big Daddy or Mac Daddy. We're not sure. We're also not sure if this is allegedly Katie's dad on that boat. But people are now saying that her cousin is on the run. Can anybody validate this reporting? I just wanted to let you guys know. Again, in a lot of what we do, it's hard to find the truth, but I think it's like a pinball. If you knock it around a little bit, you might hit the right point. You know, it's like any investigation, they might go after a lead and that lead might lead to nothing. But if in fact her cousin is on the run, and if the internet sleuths, if you guys can help me find any more information on that, then that's definitely highly suspect, seeing as she was the last one to be with him, knowing this is Mississippi and a white woman with a black man. Certainly it's not the first time that has caused trouble. As we know, Emmett Till just simply alleged to whistle at a woman, which it proved that he didn't, and that terrible woman, Carolyn Bryant, who got to pass without any consequences. I would love to take a dookie on her grave. Sorry for the, sorry for getting so deep on it, but so deep, put her ass to sleep.
And my Jimmy go deep, so deep, put her ass to sleep. Now he sleep for sleeping with this young lady allegedly. And it get deeper than that because the man that found Nolan said that his body wasn't even decomposing the way it was supposed to.
We were coming back up north towards the northwest tip of Horn Island when we noticed there were boats in the center of the island where there's a lagoon tip. And then when we got closer, we noticed there were two boats already parked in tandem on the beach. That was strange. It was a Monday morning. It was obvious they weren't fishing. So we descended and to about maybe 450 feet, 500 feet. And we could tell it was law enforcement boats, law enforcement personnel. And then I noticed that there was what appeared to be a body right at the shoreline, laying laying face down. The one thing I'll say about the condition of the body, and again, I want to stress very, as much as I can, that I'm at 450 feet in the air. But normally when a body's been floating, you'll see some bloating and whatnot. He wasn't in the water that long. The water temperature was high. He has a low body mass index. Normally we'll look for a body to pop up on about day 4, but we knew it was possible he could pop up as soon as day 2. And this was day 2. I'm trying to think of the most respectful way to say it. The body did not seem at that height to be disproportionate to the way it should look. Now, I could not get a good look at his face. So I was really looking at, his back of his legs, back of his arms. And so that was my vantage point. And I just want to stress to everybody that that's not an ideal vantage point. And plus I'm flying at like 90 knots. So, I'm going pretty fast.
The saddest part about all of this is the funeral. Nolan had big dreams of being the father to 3 girls. He wanted to be a father. You got men out here that's living, got kids, and don't even want to be a father. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. The funeral is what captivated so many people. Yeah, Tyler Perry paid for it. A lot of other people chipped in, but hearing that Tyler Perry ready to take on the whole case to get justice for Nolan lets me know that black people are headed in a better direction, because you got people with billions of dollars on board.
Family and friends are paying tribute today to Nolan Wells.
Funeral services for the 18-year-old were held inside a Mississippi church today, his casket arriving ahead of his visitation earlier today. The services come 2 weeks after his body was found in the water near a popular barrier island following a 4th of July boat trip there with friends, and as the investigation into his death remains ongoing.
NBC News national correspondent Aaron Gilchrist joins us now from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Aaron, talk about how loved ones honored Nolan Wells today.
Such an outpouring of support, Kate and Christine, for Nolan's family here today. We saw the sanctuary here filled with hundreds of people, so many of them former teammates from the high school that Nolan went to, and the teammates that he played with in college were there as well. A busload of them came in from the community college that he went to, really just to stand with Nolan's family and to show their support for the family, and really to embrace the memory of the person that they considered a brother. I do want you to hear from Nolan's parents. His father spoke about how much pride he had in his son and the young man that he was becoming, and his mother spoke about the light that he brought into every room that he entered.
In a world that can often feel dark, be like Nolan. Be the light that brightens the lives of those around you. Be the warmth for those who may be feeling the coldness of the world. Love deeply, protect fiercely, and welcome others with kindness.
And ladies, you also saw Rev Al Sharpton and Ben Crump standing on either side of Nolan's parents as well. They spoke about still demanding justice and still demanding a thorough and fair investigation into his death.
Aaron, authorities have released the incident report in this case. What more are we learning from that, and where does the investigation go from here?
I'll tell you, oddly, the incident report that we were able to obtain from law enforcement over the weekend, we asked Ben Crump, the attorney, whether he had gotten the incident report, and this afternoon he said that he had not received it. So we're trying to square that a little bit to see what information they've been able to get at this point. We do know from the sheriff that the investigation is still ongoing, and there are pieces that we know are still outstanding. We know that Nolan's phone has not been examined, despite the fact that both the attorneys' teams and the law enforcement investigators were supposed to be looking at that phone together. We are waiting to get more information about when that might happen and when it can be included in the ultimate final report from the investigation. Ladies?
I don't know about y'all, but I'm glad Tyler Perry took over. I don't know if Al Sharpton would have gave the money to the people he was supposed to get the money to do the investigation the right way. And Ben Crump looked like a crook. Nolan life matter. Nolan life matter. How about you sit behind your desk and do some work instead of shouting and screaming all in front of them cameras, man? It's a circus. It's a show. It's a production. And with Tyler Perry involved, they might as well just make a movie. But one thing for sure, I hope that Nolan get the justice that he deserved. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. I'm praying for him, his family, everybody that been affected by this drama, living with trauma. Y'all do me a favor, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And one more thing before I...
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk. Baby girl, back it up, poke out your rump. It's S.A.T that you want. And my music hit so hard, make you say, oh my God.